Okay, so the Nintendo Switch 2 is releasing very soon, and I am very excited about that. But we don't really know much about any of the games releasing. So that's why in this video I'm going to predict the first year of the Nintendo Switch 2. So first I want to start up with my predictions for when the Switch 2 is gonna release. So we know it'll release this year. That's kind of just everything we know. I might be a bit optimistic about this, but I think it's probably gonna release in summer, like either July or August, or maybe it'll release in September at the latest. But I don't think it's gonna release anytime sooner than July, but not anytime after September. I might be completely wrong about that and might just be very optimistic about the release window, but that's just what I'm predicting. Next, let's talk about the games we know about. So we do know about a new Mario Kart game. That's kind of everything we know about it. I'm just gonna call it Mario Kart 9, even though we don't have an actual title for it. I just find it simpler to call it that. And I think that's probably gonna be the launch title, because it was the first game they revealed for the Nintendo Switch 2. And also, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is the best-selling Nintendo Switch game. So it makes sense that Nintendo wants to put a Mario Kart game on the Switch 2 as soon as it releases. And for this Mario Kart game, it seems like we'll probably be able to have 24 players in this, which is super cool. It's gonna be so chaotic and it's gonna be really cool. But other than that, I don't actually know what I'm going to predict about it. I will predict one thing. I think they will keep like the other Nintendo characters that the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe had, but I think they'll add one more character. My predictions are either Kirby or Samus. Next, we also know about Pokemon Legends ZA. And if I'm gonna be honest, I don't think this is gonna be a Switch 2 title. This is probably just gonna be a Switch title. Like, of course, it'll play on the Switch 2 since it'll be backwards compatible, but I don't think it's gonna have a Switch 2 version. And then we also have Metroid Prime 4, and I actually think that game might be like a cross-gen game, where it'll have a Switch 1 version, but also a Switch 2 version. It might also just have a Switch 1 version, but I'm being a little optimistic here and hoping that it will also have a Switch 2 version. Now, I will start predicting titles that we don't even know if they're gonna release or not. So the first thing I'm predicting is a new 3D Mario game. Why? Well, because I really want a new 3D Mario game. It's as simple as that. I really just want a new 3D Mario game. And also, it's been a long time since we last got a new 3D Mario game. The last one was Mario Odyssey, and that came out in 2017. That game will turn 8 years old this year. So I think it's about time that we'll get a new game. And how do I think it'll play? I think it'll be kind of similar to Bowser's Fury. I think it'll probably have like an open world, because I think that Bowser's Fury might have been like a test to see like how well an open world Mario game would work. So I think Bowser's Fury was just a test, and this game will be like the full thing. They will go all in on this. And as much as I would want an Odyssey 2, I do not think we'll get a Mario Odyssey 2, honestly. I think it's too late for that. I think this is just gonna be its own thing, like a brand new thing. And the thing I'm predicting is gonna be like the main gimmick of this game is that there are 2 dimensions. We have the regular dimension that's like regular Mario with the overworld, and I believe there's also gonna be like a second dark dimension where like Bowser rules the place. It'll be like lava everywhere, the world is dark. And I predict you're gonna have to collect stars to like light up the dark dimension. And then in the end, I believe you'll use all your stars and most of the dark dimension is now light. And then you'll have to defeat Bowser to like free that dimension fully. That might have just been a wild prediction, but it would be so cool if that came true. It would be really cool. Next, I believe we might get a new Animal Crossing game. I say might because I feel like this might also be a year 2 game, but I also feel like it could be a year 1 game since it's almost been 5 years since we got our last Animal Crossing game. And New Horizons sold really well, so I think Nintendo would want to capitalize on the hype for Animal Crossing. And what better way to sell your new console than to throw an Animal Crossing game on it the first year? And I don't really have many predictions for how this game will play, honestly. I think it'll be kind of similar to New Horizons, but much more than that, I don't know what to predict. And I also believe we'll get some sort of Legend of Zelda remaster on the first year. because I think Nintendo would want a Zelda game for the first year of the Switch 2. Since Zelda is like huge, just look at Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom sales numbers, those are massive. But I also don't think we'll get an entirely new Zelda game, since we got Tears of the Kingdom in 2023 and Echoes of Wisdom in 2024, so I really don't think we'll get a new game. That's why I think we're getting a remaster. We could be getting a remake, like let's say a remake of the Oracle games, but I don't think we'll get a remake either. I think we'll just get remasters of some sort. The games I'm predicting we'll get remasters of The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker and The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. I think they'll go like the Wii U route and release both of those games, either at the same time or like around the same time. And I'm also just hoping we get those games because that would be really cool. And a little bit of a wild prediction, I think we might get some sort of Splatoon spin-off. Why? Well, Splatoon is pretty big, so I think they would probably want some sort of Splatoon on the Switch 2. And I don't think we'll get a Splatoon 4 yet, I think it's a bit early for that, but I think a Splatoon spin-off could be a good idea. I have no clue what the spin-off could be about, but it could be something cool. And also I think we'll get some sort of new IP. Since the Switch 2 Joy-Cons will probably work as a mouse, I think we'll get some sort of new Switch IP that utilizes that mouse feature. Don't know what it could be though, like I was thinking about like a shooting game, but we already have Splatoon, so I don't know if Nintendo would want to make another shooting IP, but it would probably utilize the Joy-Con mouse. So yeah, those were my predictions for the Nintendo Switch 2's first year. But I wanna know, what are your predictions for the Switch 2's first year? Let me know in the comments below. But I'll see you guys next time. Bye!